Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and let's go with XRP today in regards to what is happening in the marketplace, where are we going, what does the weekend look like, and obviously, there were talks and rumors about Bitcoin crashing to 20,000 last night after the contracts expiring, and none of that happened. So what goes on now? Where do we go from here? Are we going to begin the bull run? Are we about to go bullish again? Let's cover that off today. So if you haven't before, do go on the website of ripple.com. It is absolutely jam-packed with a lot of information, a lot of organizations that are involved with it. It's got tons and tons of information about the power of RippleNet, the difference, some of the customer testimonials, some of the organizations around the world that are already using it. RippleX, enabling the Internet of Value, and this is something that has been spoken of a lot by Brad Garlinghouse around it. The CBDC's report, what that does and why it's important, and then overall just everything else that is part of Ripple. It's not just the XRP ledger. Of course, the XRP ledger is the most important thing that we discuss on here. But if you go right to the bottom and if you click on xrpl.org, you'll go here and it says, the best digital asset for payments, why it is the best, a community-driven resources for all things XRP and Ledger. So all of it is on here. So much information, so much value on here. So businesses on the Ledger, real-world impact, how even small businesses are going to be able to support it, green, and why that's important now more than ever. And then it just goes on and on and on. So tons of information, and do read up on it. And the name of the game is this, right? So we're talking about why XRP use case and why, these crazy wild prices are mentioned. It's because of the use cases that XRP can be used for. From B2B payments to bridge currencies to store of value to medium of exchange to source of global liquidity, smart contract micropayments, instant cross-border settlements, and securities FX settlements. All are very, very, very relevant in the case study of why is XRP set to explode in 2021. Now, upcoming as well on the channel, I will be starting to go over this because we are getting very close to these arriving. So the Flare network and the Flare Finance network are arriving into our exchanges. So if you held XRP in December 12th, 2020, and your exchange supported it, you don't have to do anything. It will just come and you'll just see it in your exchange. And I will go over that and why Flare is a very, very exciting proposition and how Flare and XRP together are going to really set the world on fire. So, new Sunshine meeting for next week, Thursday, 3rd of June. Now, can they just get their act together and stop delaying this? I mean, this is like the third time that it has been delayed. I'm not sure what their problem is, but every time, it gets to the day of and it goes, we're extending it. We're delayed. We're delayed again. So let's see what happens this time. I'm not going to hold my breath, it's set for Thursday, 3rd of June, which will be late Thursday, early Friday morning in Australia. But let's keep an eye on it. Like I said, it's happened a lot of times. I'm not going to hold my breath over it. So what's really fascinating, a lot of people have been talking about, is it over? Is it the end? Are we going down into a bear market? And what I think is really, really fascinating is that during this last 12 months, it's not been Ethereum, Litecoin, or BTC that the whales have been stacking up on. So this is here the Litecoin chart. This is the Bitcoin chart. This is the Ethereum chart. And then look at that. That's how much XRP has been acquired over the last 12 months. So I think that's a very, very strong coincidence that while Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin, how much of it has been acquired, right? And then you look at this and you look at just how much XRP has been acquired and look at the bags that have been filling up since April, and especially during May, just how much XRP has been bought. I find that very, very fascinating. So again, if I show you this is the Ethereum, so how much Ethereum has been acquired over the last couple of months. This is the Bitcoin and this is the Litecoin. And, you can see obviously Ethereum throughout this particular couple of months. So obviously, like May, the price went sky high and now it's come back down. So people aren't buying as much. But look at that. I mean, that is a true sign of strength of things to come and things that aren't being spoken of right now. And that to me is the name of the game. Like they call me Serpent or Crypto Serpent because I research and I see things before they're popular. That is the name. That's how the name came about by a good friend of mine, Daniel. And so if it was so obvious, if it was crystal clear what was about to happen over the next 6 to 12 months, everyone would be in it. Everyone would jump to it. And there is always an element of risk. And I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. But you got to get in on things when nobody talks about them or when everyone bags about it, because those people that are bagging about it will be the ones buying it at $2, $3. And then they say, oh, I'm kicking myself, blah, 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 all this and that. So really, really fascinating. And we'll see how this all unfolds. But if you want to get the maximum out of an opportunity, you got to go in when nobody's talking about it, when everyone's actually talking bad about it. That's when you jump in. Let's jump into Atani. Let's see what the charts are telling us. All right, so we're inside Atani. Let's have a look at the charts and the indicators, what they're telling us, how it's all going. So very fascinating. We did on the MACD cross over into a bearish signal, but now on the 12-hour, they touched. They're like side by side right now, but still in a bullish segment. So very, very important to see that. Now in the Bollinger, we touched 77, and then we're starting to go up. So very, very good from that perspective. Still bullish in my end, but on the daily, this is the one that we got to watch out for because we still don't have an exact break here. We don't have an exact signal that we have gone into bullish territory. So there is still that element of surprise. Now I did mention last night on the video, I said 72 cents or 68 cents worst case scenario. We touched 76, so that's really, really interesting from that perspective. So what's really, really important right now with this particular charts and the way that we're looking at them right now on the daily, we're not crossed over into a bullish signal yet. So I did mention, like I said, like I did say that we were going to maybe hit 72, 68, but we ended up going to 77 as the lowest. Now on the hourly, what's going on here is that we are bullish on the hourly chart, and on the 4-hour, I believe, on the 4-hour we crossed into a bearish, but we're about to cross back into a bullish signal. So for me, the Bitcoin contracts have expired. I think we are set for major bullish action, and really what we're looking for here is a clean break of the 120. So if I go back onto the daily, so 120 would put us around here. That's what we need to break. So if we break above that, then we really, really set ourselves up for a major price move. So that is kind of where I'm looking at. So I want to see the chart break the 120. Then the next stop is over here at the 160, probably a little bit higher, 167. And after that, of course, the major one, which is the $2 one, which will be breaking that particular line right there. So they're the three key points that we need to break. But let's jump into some drawings and let's see what they tell us. All right. So one of the first scenarios that I do have to point out is that there is obviously always the possibility that not breaking above that we would then go to a 70-cent support line. So just want to make sure that you guys are aware that if we fail to break this current downtrend, then the next stop would be one more visit to the 70 cents mark. So keep an eye out on that. But $1.30 is the next point of resistance. So potentially where we're playing right now, I think this is most likely the scenario that is going to play out. So we're going to touch 91, 92, which is roughly about where we are right now, and then go above and push above really fast. And this is on a zoomed in chart. You can see here that the margins are pretty close, but $1.06 over the next 24 hours, I think is definitely possible. And I think definitely about to come out. Then from there, where do we go? So once we break the $1.06, we'll maybe retest 98, 97, go for $1.30, go down to $1.20, and then finally have that break and push forward towards the 260s. A major retest of the 170 one last time, before going forward. So they're the key points to look out for. They're the key stats at the moment based on the charts to look for. And then as we go towards a more long-term look and perspective, there is no reason why, again, we won't be seeing 10, 20, 30, 40, and $50 XRP, but we're going to walk before we run. And that is always the best approach, the most appropriate approach to trading. You know, like I want to talk to you about the $20 XRP and the $30 and the $50 XRP, but we're not there yet. So let's talk about what we got right now, especially if you're new and you haven't even just gotten into it yet, or you're still researching. You know, I feel that sometimes from a content creator perspective, the content creator wants to get the most content out there to spread out, to spread, the positive news far and wide. But let's get to 10 before we talk about 20. And I will be talking to you about it, and the channel's not going anywhere, but I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming, and more importantly, I'm excited for this particular statistic here, which is, I'm going to show you that one there. For me, this is probably one of the key highlights of today's video. When everyone else is not buying or filling up their bags, they're filling up their bags with XRP. I think that is a major talking point of today's video. If you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.